Lack of jobs is a huge problem for New Mexico. We were the only state in the entire region that lost jobs last year. Regular economic development efforts have not been able to turn that around. But there is something new in the works that holds great promise. Here's News 13's Katie Kim on special assignment.
The University of New Mexico, the state's flagship university and soon to be driving force of our economy, according to UNM President Robert Frank and Mayor R.J. Berry.
I think it absolutely can work.
You have to have something that's exciting enough and powerful enough to make a difference.
President Frank and Mayor Berry have a plan that sits in a state 1,500 miles away. Welcome to Gainesville, home of the University of Florida Gators. We wanted to see exactly what the University of Florida has to offer New Mexico. The university is a large research institution that churns out about 300 new inventions every year. But like Albuquerque, graduates were leaving the city of Gainesville in droves, degrees in hand, because of a lack of high-paying jobs. So a group of leaders dreamed up something called Innovation Square.
You've got to create an environment in your community that companies want to be in.
The project has two main goals: bring ideas from inside the university's labs to market and provide a helping hand to Florida graduates with innovative ideas. Ed Popple, a former VP of the university, oversees the development.
We provide all the infrastructure, all the support systems, all the mentoring and advisory services to these young companies.
Good morning, Cindy.
Everything from accounting to legal services, even access to venture capitalists. And all of those services are in one place, right near campus and downtown, in this old remodeled hospital called The Hub. After only a year, 30 companies have already moved in.
You can click on it here.
Companies like Tatuit, a group of Florida grads who build apps for mobile phones.
The Hub really provides that opportunity for the company to be set up with the resources that they actually need in order to grow.
And Innovation Square continues to grow too. Next to the Hub, an 8-story building with even more office space will open next year. Then luxury apartments for workers and eventually a grocery store and hotel. This 40-acre project is solely funded with private dollars.
Innovation Squares live, work, play, dense urban environment.
People living in Gainesville say they've seen their downtown and surrounding areas transform with the birth of Innovation Square. Once empty storefronts are now occupied and more startup businesses are growing in the city. So could a similar plan work here in Albuquerque with the University of New Mexico? School and city leaders say absolutely.
With Sandia, the Air Force Research Lab, and then you've got what the university does. We're all here in one place. Very few cities in America have that.
President Frank, a former dean at the University of Florida, took a group of city, county, and state leaders to tour Gainesville's Innovation Square last month. Frank says it's up to UNM to spearhead high-paying job growth in Albuquerque.
We're here creating knowledge, things that have never happened before, the highest level, the cutting edge of kinds of things that have never been invented. And these are very high-paying jobs come out.
UNM is already doing this on a small scale. It helps about 8 businesses a year get started. But those businesses say the state has its disadvantages.
The resources in New Mexico are generally good, but they're thinner than they are in other areas.
The company's water repellent technology was created here, but most of its labs are in Minneapolis. The company's CEO says a hub concept is desperately needed in New Mexico.
I think it's a great idea in that you create an environment that entrepreneurs, investors, other businesses can get involved and work in close proximity.
And Mayor Berry agrees. With federal funding to New Mexico's labs and bases in jeopardy, he says the need for homegrown jobs has never been more important.
New Mexico is at a crossroads. Frankly, if we just keep doing things the way we've been doing them for the last 2, 3, 4 decades, we're going to fall behind.
What Albuquerque's version of Innovation Square will look like and where it'll be is still an idea at this point. But in the next few months, leaders are confident the vision will become clearer.
We can create a greater Albuquerque that's more than we've ever had before.
On special assignment, Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
Mayor Berry says he would be willing to invest some taxpayer money, but he and President Frank agree most of the money must come from the private sector. Incidentally, UNM did cover most of the 20 grand cost for the 18 people who made that Florida trip.